We're looking at NASDAQ right here, and we are still hovering near the previous all-time highs at 21,675. This morning, we were looking at the smaller time frames, and we did see a potential setup here. It did appear around, New York session, right? We had the liquidity being built up like always, and then we did sweep these lows. We broke above the highs, and then this was a very solid area for us to go ahead and enter, and price did run about 50 pips. So at that point in time, we did go ahead and move our stop loss to break even, making this trade risk free. And then some partials were taken as well. But as we see here, price did go ahead and decide to go against us. It did hit the stop loss as well. So at this current moment, the best thing that we can do is either wait for price to come down to these lower entries down in here. But I did also see this, right? Because towards the end of market closing, we did have a major spike to the upside. So to me, this is telling me that there's extreme buying pressure at these levels, right? For price to move so aggressively towards the end of market close, there has to be some type of buying pressure in these areas that's allowing this to happen. So what I'm currently looking at, this could happen here. We have this potential liquidity that was built up going from this low to the high. We swept the lows. So if we do end up breaking above these highs, I will be adding some positions right there. But if price does decide to go lower, which is perfectly fine, don't forget we have this setup here from the other day. Okay, we have this liquidity that was built up, boom, and then we swept into those lows, and then price did break structure to the upside twice, confirming more bullishness. So as price does drop down, I wouldn't be surprised if you get some type of reaction down here, maybe another sweep break above. And if we do draw the Fibonacci from the lows that broke structure, right? These lows were powerful enough to break structure twice. So this is a very important low. And then we go to the highs, we see that the 50% is approaching, right? Cost and Avgo reported earnings after hours, causing that spike. Boom, right? Yep. News is always the excuse, right? News is always going to be the excuse for price to do what it does. And this is a huge imbalance here. So there's a lot of money, there's a lot of liquidity in here, and as you see here, it's been allowing price to reject. We have all these wicks here. Price is rejecting. So I do want to see us tap into this though. I would love to see price tap into this just to give us a nice break and retest. Very simple, right? We tried to break above and couldn't do it. Finally did, creating a higher high, right? And then this is the higher low possibly to then continue the uptrend. We shall see. We shall see what they want to do. But we are just waiting on that. And then what I was really looking at was US30. US30 looks a lot better, extremely better, after about 1,000 pip drop to the downside. After giving us some nice sell setups up in here, we dramatically dropped. And then the other day we even had a nice mitigation off of this structure. We broke structure and we retested it, and then with no drawdown, very nice sell off. Okay, this gap here was concerning, and we did greatly feel that, like, that's been completed, right? So that was also concerning. So I'm glad that we took care of that, and now we are here. We've been looking at this area for a while now, right? The liquidity sweep break above. Now we're back around 44,000. So we'll see if this setup right here holds. Let's see if this holds. If not, we do have the lower zone as well. Again, if you go ahead and draw the Fibonacci from the lows here, right? If you go ahead and draw from the lows to the highs, let's fix this real quick. We are at the 50%. We're right around there. So we've already completed the minimum pullback requirement for this trade, which makes me feel a lot better. Okay, and then I don't use too many indicators, but we are sitting right at the moving average, the 900, 800 moving average. So that's another confirmation for me. So I do, in all honesty, I do like US30 buys more than NAS at the moment, only because we've already sold off so much on US30, over 1,000 pips. So this is very, very nice, very, very nice. I've been waiting for this for, let's see, how many days is this? 20 days. Sheesh. It's been 20 days. It's been 3 weeks. That's crazy work. That's the amount of patience you need. Can you wait 20 days for your setup? And I do have a test trade going right now, right? And then to make this more of a solid setup, we would want to see a break above right here, right? We want to see price. It gave us the liquidity. We swept the lows, right? Got in some test trades. So if price does break above these highs, boom, that's more confirmation. And then I will go ahead and add way more. I'm going to add way more positions. So as of right now, US30 is active. US30 buys are active. So, I would definitely go ahead and, look at the setup and see if it fits your criteria. But it definitely is a super solid place to be in right now at 44,000 psychological hold number. And then we have in chat cost. I'm ready for those US30 buys. Agree with you. The US30 setups look better. Yeah, facts. Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. So I'm waiting for that as well. But yeah, that's what we have for US30, NASDAQ, SPX still holding the setup. Right, this is giving me a lot of confidence because again, if you go to the higher time frames, we did break above these highs. Right, we did break above these highs at 6,025. Okay, and price has been respecting this very nicely. It's been respecting this very nicely, and if we do look here, it's very efficient. All the imbalances are filled. There's no gaps left. It's very efficient, slow and steady movement to the upside. So this is very, very healthy price action. I do like that a lot. So, and the fact that SPX is holding the same structure. SPX is standing on business. The same setup has been holding for a while now, and we even got the confirmation as well once we broke above these highs. So we had the original setup here, and then we had even more confirmation. Boom, sweep, break above, and now we're here. So this is a very solid area to be. And again, for the Fibonacci, you want to go ahead and just double check, make sure we have the minimum pullback requirement, right? We are in the discount area over around 60 to 70% off. So it's on sale right now. BOGO deals, Black Friday, we're in there. Super solid. And then, the imbalance here. So, we are in a very good place heading into tomorrow. Price could easily just rally, break above these highs, or you never know, it could sell off. But so far, the setup has not been disrespected. So I'm super excited. The main thing I'm looking at right now, though, is US30. The reason why is because it's clean. It's the most clean, and it does move the most pips. So I would not mind seeing US30 run back to the highs, clearing over 1,000 pips. I do not mind that. But yeah, that's going to be it for the indices right there. But if you guys have any other questions, go ahead and let me know. You can unmute. You can type it in the chat. If you're new here, you have any questions as well, go ahead. Don't be shy. But if not, I will stay out here for another minute or so, just see if you guys have any questions. But if not, we're good to go. We're good to go. Let me know. Any thoughts on gold? Yeah.